Have you ever felt like your life is on autopilot? Like every day you're chasing goals, but your mind is never really there? You're constantly doing more, but somehow feeling less. And deep down, you're scared to stop. Because if you slow down, you might realize just how burnt out you really are. If these feelings resonate with you and you don't want to miss out on valuable insights that can help you overcome them, then don't forget to subscribe to our Think and Rebound channel. Today, we're diving deep into the world of personal growth, resilience, and the power of shifting your mindset. We're going to explore how ordinary people facing extraordinary challenges manage to not just survive, but truly thrive. And we'll discover how a simple practice, like just 10 minutes of dedicated time, can be the key to unlocking that inner calm you desperately crave. For the purpose of these stories, we'll be using assumed names, but their experiences are very real.
Let's start with Eleanor Vance. Eleanor had a lifelong dream of becoming a visionary leader, someone who could inspire and guide large teams to achieve incredible things. She was driven, incredibly intelligent, and had always pushed herself to excel. But as she climbed the ladder toward her dream, the demands grew exponentially. She found herself working endless hours, constantly strategizing, always on. The pressure became immense, leading to sleepless nights, constant headaches, and a profound sense of exhaustion that no amount of rest seemed to cure. She felt like she was losing her spark, her innovative spirit, and frankly, herself. Have you ever felt that way? Like the very thing you're striving for is actually taking over your life?
It's so easy to get caught in that cycle, isn't it? Where your ambition, which started as a positive force, slowly becomes this overwhelming burden. Eleanor was at a crossroads. Her physical health was declining, and her friends noticed her withdrawal from social activities. She knew something had to change, but the sheer effort of even thinking about change felt overwhelming. It's like you're so deep in the problem, you can't even see a way out. This is where the power of a small, consistent shift comes in. Often, when we're overwhelmed, we look for grand solutions, massive overhauls. But sometimes, the most profound changes come from the smallest, most manageable steps. It's counterintuitive, isn't it? To find calm, you don't need a huge block of time, just a consistent small one. Eleanor decided to give it a try. She committed to 10 minutes every morning before the chaos of her day began.
The first few days were a struggle. Her mind raced, lists of tasks spun through her head, and she felt restless. And who hasn't experienced that? You try to sit still, and suddenly every thought you've ever had rushes to the forefront. But she persisted. She followed guided meditations, focusing on her breath, gently bringing her attention back whenever it wandered. After about a week, something shifted. The racing thoughts didn't disappear entirely, but she noticed them more. She wasn't as consumed by them. It was like seeing the storm clouds, but knowing they weren't going to engulf her. This small, consistent practice started to create a tiny pocket of peace in her otherwise frantic existence. This new awareness began to ripple into other areas of her life. When a challenging situation arose at work, instead of spiraling into anxiety, she took a deep breath, mentally stepped back, and approached the problem with a clearer head. She started setting firmer boundaries, learning to say no to extra commitments that would push her over the edge, something many of us struggle with, especially when we want to achieve big goals. Her communication with colleagues improved because she was less reactive and more thoughtful. She even started enjoying her walks to work again, noticing the small details of the city she had previously ignored.
This wasn't about eliminating stress entirely. That's an unrealistic goal for anyone in a demanding world. It was about changing her relationship with stress. It was about realizing that she had agency, that she wasn't a victim of her circumstances. She had found a tool, a daily ritual, that empowered her to navigate the storm rather than being swept away by it. Think about it. If you were in Eleanor's shoes, facing that level of pressure, what would you have done differently? Would you have had the courage to try something completely new? Something that seemed so simple yet potentially life-changing? It's easy to get caught in the cycle, but it takes true self-awareness to break free. Eleanor's story is powerful, but it's not unique. This approach can be applied in so many different life situations.
Of course, it wasn't a straight line to success. There were days when Eleanor missed her 10 minutes, or her mind was so chaotic that she felt like she failed. They were setbacks, new pressures that tested her resolve. And that's completely normal, isn't it? Progress isn't about perfection. It's about consistency over time. But instead of letting these dips derail her completely, she learned to view them as natural fluctuations, not failures. She learned self-compassion, reminding herself that progress isn't perfection. It's in these moments of challenge that true growth happens, if you allow yourself to learn from them. Absolutely. Think about Michael. Michael's big dream was to complete his demanding academic program with distinction, setting himself up for a great future. He was a brilliant student, but he found himself overwhelmed by exam stress and the pressure to excel. He'd procrastinate, lose sleep, and feel constantly anxious. He started incorporating short bursts of mindful breathing before studying or before taking a test. It wasn't about magically getting rid of the stress, but about acknowledging it and then bringing his focus back to the task at hand. He found that even just 5 minutes helped him clear his head, allowing him to approach his studies with more clarity and less panic. He didn't just get good grades, he felt more in control of his academic journey.
And then there's Sarah. Sarah's ultimate goal was to create a nurturing, joyful home environment for her young family, while also pursuing her creative passions. She was a busy mother, trying to juggle work, kids, and household duties, and she felt perpetually rushed and easily irritated. She discovered that a quick 10-minute meditation during her kids' nap time, or even just before bed, helped her reset. It wasn't about finding extra time. It was about reclaiming her time, even if just for a few minutes, to ground herself. This simple act helped her be more present with her family, react less impulsively, and find moments of joy amidst the daily grind. She found the emotional bandwidth to be the mom and creative individual she always wanted to be. Firstly, recognize the problem. Just like Eleanor, acknowledge when stress is taking over. Don't dismiss it, don't ignore it. It's the first crucial step to addressing it. If you don't acknowledge the storm, you can't navigate it. Thirdly, observe without judgment. Meditation isn't about clearing your mind, but about observing your thoughts and feelings without getting entangled in them. This creates space for a calmer, more deliberate response. It gives you that precious moment of choice. So, is your stress taking over? If you feel that familiar knot in your stomach, that relentless hum of anxiety, then it is time to take control. Don't wait for a crisis. Don't wait until you're completely burned out.
So, what can we learn from Eleanor, Michael, and Sarah? It isn't about becoming a meditation guru or escaping reality. It is about building resilience, cultivating self-awareness, and harnessing the power of a mindset shift. Secondly, embrace small, consistent actions. You don't need hours. Just 10 minutes a day can create a profound ripple effect. Consistency is more important than intensity. Think of it like building a muscle. Small, regular workouts yield far better results than one massive, infrequent session. Finally, be kind to yourself. There will be good days and challenging days. The journey of personal development is not linear. Embrace the imperfections, learn from them, and keep showing up for yourself. Every step, no matter how small, is progress. We challenge you, starting today, to commit to just 10 minutes of mindfulness. You can find countless guided meditations online, or simply sit in silence and focus on your breath. Pick one thing, either 10 minutes of guided meditation, 10 minutes of silent breath awareness, or 10 minutes of mindful walking. Just pick one and commit to it daily for the next week. See what shifts. See what new sense of calm you can uncover. Your future self will thank you.